Beyond the Crimson Wire is brought to you by the Body Count Network. For links to our valued sponsors and show notes, visit the Body Count Network on YouTube. The Body Count exists to empower those who are invested in the pursuit of justice, because when sleuths unite, secrets die.
This show contains adult language, mature themes, and discussions of violence, abuse, and injustice. Listener and viewer discretion is advised. Good afternoon. I'm Misty Lanier.
I'm Callie Lyons.
And I am Danny Dandridge, and this is Beyond the Crimson Wire.
Danny's Truth. So, Danny, we are so honored to have you. And to have met you was God. God sent you in our direction, and I believe that with all of my heart. Learning about what you've been through, what all the men have been through in the Alabama Solution, the documentary on HBO, getting to know you has truly opened up my eyes to, I'm sure Callie feels the same way, beyond what we ever thought existed. But today we want to start with getting to know you. So let's start from the beginning. Tell us about yourself, Danny.
Yes, ma'am. The way I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I was born and raised. My mother, Callie Lyons Dandridge, and I have 4 siblings. It's 4 of us, and I'm the youngest out of my brothers and sisters. So my brother's the oldest, and I have 2 more sisters. And I am the youngest, out of my
You're the
brothers and
baby.
sisters. I'm the baby.
The baby.
My mama still call me a baby to this day.
I love it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I grew up rough. Really didn't have no childhood. My oldest brother and my oldest cousin is who I ran with at the age of very young, 10, 11, 12. But when I was 9 years old, um, we was at my auntie house in Collegeville Projects. And me and my 2 sisters, we all decided to go to the store, so they walked me to the store. And so they ran across the street first, and I had stopped. I just stopped on the sidewalk. I didn't stop in the middle of the road. But they ran across. We looked both ways. They told me to look both ways. They looked. We made sure the road was clear, and they told me to come on, run across the street. Come on, come on. So I took off running across the street, and a car came flying around the corner, which the man was intoxicated. He was drunk. Flying around the corner and hit me at the age of 9 years old. I got hit by a car. I was stuck up under the car. He drug me all the way around the corner before he realized that I was up under the car. And so he finally stopped, and they said he got out the car and looked, and I was up under the car, And so I remember stopping in the middle of that road and looking, and the car hit me, and it just was all kind of different lights that I remember. But when I woke up, I was in the hospital bed. I was in the hospital, of course, with 2 broken collarbones, leg broke, arm broke, and like I said, I was 9 years old when this happened. And
I can't imagine. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
you
lucky
shouldn't
to
even be here.
That's
yes,
exactly. You're lucky to even be here. Can I ask
yes, ma'am.
what did the man that the drunk driver, what did he do?
As I got older and my parents told me this story, they said that he was in shock. He stayed there. He didn't leave. He waited. He was crying and everything. He waited till the police came, and he was intoxicated.
Yeah.
It was a drunk man that hit
He
me.
could have ran.
And yeah. And so he stayed, and you know, I just realized, as I got older, that it was a purpose. I had a major
Absolutely.
purpose that God wanted me to fulfill. And God has been really
Absolutely.
using me. in my whole life. And I recognize it even more now. You know, I recognize it even more. But as I got older, hanging around older people like my brother and my cousin, which both,
As you got older from 9 years
you know,
old.
from 9
Like,
years old, they felt like what just happened to me, they want to keep me with them.
they want to protect you.
But they was yeah, they want to protect me, but they was doing everything illegal. So that's what I was around witnessing this every day of my life. I mean, they had good intentions, and it did keep me alive because I'm still alive now, even though I went through what I went through. But everything they was doing was illegal. Everything. Gang banging, selling drugs, uh, robbery, stealing cars, everything. And I'm around this. I'm seeing this. So I grew up fast. I didn't have no childhood. I wasn't able to get the toys and stuff. Now I did have video games, you know, the arcade and the
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo. But far as I did have that, and I was hardly playing that because I was with my brother and my cousin. And they used to have me in stolen cars at a young age. You know, I learned how to drive at a very young age. And then I started stealing cars. 'Cause that's all I see. I mean, I'm a child.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only going by what I see. I see this every day. Everything I was seeing, it was illegal. And so I started stealing cars myself.
How old were you?
And I was like 12, 13. And so
You were
by me stealing cars with older guys, and I'm right there with them now. Now I'm old enough to know what it is, what I need to do, and how to do this, how to peel it, and everything at a very young age.
right.
Yeah.
And we end up stealing eye rocks because here back then, eye rocks with the T tops.
I
That
remember
was the
them.
thing. That was the thing.
That was the thing
And
when I
that what
was in high
people.
school. That was the
That's
car, the Camaro, the
that
IROC,
was
the
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
and
you
that what
guys are so young.
oh,
yeah,
you were beautiful.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, and that's what they wanted to buy. That's what the people
Yeah.
wanted to buy. So we want to make money off what we were doing because we our family didn't have no money. So
Yeah.
we doing what we got to do to put food on the table. So we figured out, oh, everybody love the IROCs with the T tops, and they like the Camaros.
Right.
So we
Mhm.
started stealing them, and we were selling them to dudes where they can script them and take the paws off whatever they want to do. And so, and then we started doing the Cherokee Jeeps. They wanted the Cherokee. That was real popular. The
I
Cherokee, the
had a Jeep
Cherokee
Cherokee.
Jeeps, a
Mm.
Jeep Cherokee. So we started getting them, and we sell them to guys. They doing what they want to do with them, and flipping them or whatever they was doing with them. And so it went from that to selling drugs. So they taught me how to sack up dime bags. And they told me, you know, just a dime, it costs $10. So when you give them, don't take, if they ain't got $10, don't sell it to them. They need
Right.
to have $10. So I was doing that. And all this was taught to me.
About how
Sometimes
old
I
were you
sat
then?
down,
Still 12, 13?
12, 13. Yeah.
Wow, I
Mm-hmm.
can't even
Yeah.
imagine. I
I
Yeah.
can't
cannot
either.
imagine.
Yeah. So I stand out there. And I was so young, they were like, the police ain't gonna mess with you because you real young. So they ain't gonna know,
They're not going to
what you
expect you.
doing. They ain't gonna expect you, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, for doing this. So I'm like, okay. So I go out there and I'm selling drugs, at a very young age. And I end up at the age of 13. I bought my own car at the age of 13, don't have no license or nothing, but I had the money. So I paid $500 for a blue Beretta. A blue
Oh, I
Beretta. This was
remember the
back.
Berettas too.
Yeah, it was a
You're taking
Chevrolet
us back.
Beretta. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I bought that car at the age of 13 for $500, and they gave me the title and everything. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I ain't got
At
no license or
13.
nothing. Yeah, so I was in the 8th grade driving to school in middle school.
That's
Wow.
wild.
I bet
At
you were
Lincoln.
popular.
At Lincoln Middle School.
You
And
went
my
to Lincoln?
teachers, I showed the car to my teachers. I need
And
to
they
get in
were
touch with Miss Gibson. Yeah. Miss Gibson and Miss Gaston. Yep, yep.
oh, how neat
And
that you
they,
remember their names.
yep,
Yeah.
Miss Gibson and Miss Gaston. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
So it went from there, selling drugs and everything. Of course, I had to have a gun. My brother ended up shooting some guys and going to prison. So he shot a guy, you know, in North Birmingham, in the neighborhood in Birmingham. And he ended up going to prison. So
What
now it's just me and my cousin.
did the guy pass?
No, he didn't pass. It was attempted murder.
So it was attempted.
It was attempted murder. Yes, ma'am.
What
So
you? How old were you then?
I was actually that happened when I was this before I even bought the car. I was 12 when that happened.
Okay.
Oh my.
And so this was before I bought the car when I was 13, but this was
Okay.
actually that happened when I was 12. And I was in the car with him when it happened. So we was in my grandfather's car, and we was in North Birmingham at the Aquarius Apartments.
Okay.
And I'm in the front seat, my brother driving, and we got two of our homeboys and in the back seat. We going down the street. I think it was on 32nd Street in North Birmingham. And we see a group of dudes walking towards the apartment where we stayed. They was coming for us, for my
But
brother.
they were coming after y'all.
Yeah, yeah. And so when we see them, they didn't know we was in the car right here. So my brother rolled, circled the block, came back around. When we rolled up on somebody said, "Daddy, go right there." They get to shooting in the car.
They were
So they
shooting into
shooting in the
your
car.
car, the
And,
car you
and
were in.
our, yeah, the
So
car we
at
was in, my
12 years
granddad's
old,
car.
you were being shot at.
Yes. So they were shooting when they went to shoot. Then nobody get hit.
Yeah.
So my brother shot back. He started shooting. When he started shooting out the window, they ran. And then we found out he had hit one of them in the chest. And so we wrecked the car. The car wrecked. Boom! We ran straight into another parked car, a white Cadillac. I remember it was a white Cadillac. We ran
Your
into the damn
memory
car.
is good.
Yes, it is.
My
Trauma.
head hit the dashboard. So when my head hit the dashboard, and I'm so young, I'm like, ow, I'm dazed. Everybody else ran, jumped out of the car and ran. I'm still in the car.
They left you?
So yeah, my brother ran, the
Mm.
two homeboys ran, my brother homeboys, so I'm still in the car. And then the man who car it is, who we just hit, he come out of there mad with a gun in his hand. He got a gun in his. So when I woke up, they were like, I hear a lady say, "It's a damn child in this car." Cause this man he walking, cause we just ran into his white Cadillac. We just ran into his Cadillac. He come out with a gun in his hand, like and then the girl who was with the man with the gun, she like, "It's a damn child in this car." And that when I woke up, I was up when I seen the man. I had already woken when I seen the man walking, and I got out the car, and then he like, "What the hell?" I just took
That's
off
crazy.
running. I just took off running.
So you
So I
got
take
up
off.
and ran.
Yeah, they didn't mess with me, and then I took off running. They didn't try to stop me. I ran on back to the apartments where my brother and our homeboys and them was. And so my brother ended up going to prison for this incident after this right here. And huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
As I talk, I constantly remember
Things start
other
coming back.
stuff that happened before this.
Yeah.
Let's go backwards.
So let me rewind it just a little bit.
Absolutely.
And I'm around 10 years old around this time, where I had to go to court and help my brother in a shooting occupied dwelling case. And what I had to do by me being so young, he was accused for shooting at a lady on her porch. So that's what the lady said. he was shooting at her because she was supposed to be testifying about something. I don't really know, but I just remember that. But I was with my brother the day that she said that it happened. So everywhere we went, me and my mom, I had to take my mom. We went to Piggly Wiggly in Birmingham. So we had to recover the receipt from there showing the time that we
Where
went
y'all
there.
were.
Yeah, where we were. Then we had to go to a gas station where we went, and my mom had to take me back there because I remember, where we had went, because it was right there in the neighborhood, where I was from in Birmingham. So I know everywhere we had went. But my brother was in the county with a lot bond at the time. When he had to go to court, I had to take the stand at 10 years old, and they wanted my testimony everywhere we went. And so I told them everywhere we went, and they ended up throwing the case out and letting him out.
How old
And
was your
normal
brother?
was this for you? Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead,
Ma'am?
Callie.
How normal was this for you? Because it sounds like that's just a Thursday in your world at
Yeah.
this point, like the gun
Yeah.
violence and all the
Yeah.
activity. It's shocking to us because we didn't grow up that way, but this
Yeah.
was totally normal, right?
It was normal. It was normal. And then as I got older, and so I can go back, let's go back to when I was, let's see, that happened first. And then the incident with the people shooting in my granddad's car at us, that happened next. And then my brother went to prison. So I'm out there by myself. So when the guy he shot and it was coming for him, now they coming for me
At
at the
12
age
years old. So
at 12 years old. So
here,
we still stay.
how much
Huh?
older was I'm sorry, how much older was your brother than you? About what age
I'm
was he?
40. I'm 45. My brother like 57 right now.
So 12, 13 years older than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So he was in his
this
20s
incident happened. Yeah.
when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so this incident happened next by him being in prison. Now they want me. They used to call me Little Danny, Little D. And
Little
I got the gun that my brother shot the guy with. He told me what it was. So my mama told me she wanted me to go to the store and get some sugar. And so I said, okay. She gave me the money. And some stone to me told me to carry this pistol. Some told me. I remember this. Get the pistol,
which
but
is
I
the
didn't.
same pistol that he shot and was in prison
The
for
guy with.
attempted murder.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I still had it. So I didn't carry it though. So I went and got this girl that I hang with about around my age and my homeboy and another girl in an apartment complex that we were staying in. So we walked to the store. We walked to Piggly Wiggly to get the sugar from my mama. They went with me. And so when I walked by the house on the corner, I see two of the guys that my brother was beefing with. And so they were like, what? They said what they said. I kept walking. I went on the store. So when I went on and got the sugar, the girl, one of the little girls I was with, she was like, hey, they standing outside the store waiting on you. She said, let's go through the back. Let's go through the back door. So we in Piggly Wiggly. We can't go through the back door. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so I was like, man, I ain't scared of them. I was like, man, they were like, she was like, no. They were like, they out there waiting. So I said, man, I ain't. So we left. We ended up leaving. I got the sugar. So when I walked back past the house, it was a couple more guys standing there, and all of them older than me. So they were like, yeah, we got you now. Yeah, your brother ain't here to save you. So I kept walking. So we got in North Birmingham at that time, it was a fire department right there. So by the time we got right in front of the fire department, that's when the guy came behind me and hit me in the back of the head. And I turned around, tried to fight back, and the other one hit me, and I hit the ground. And then everybody ran. My homeboy ran. The two girls, they took out running, and they telling me to come on and run. And they attacking me. So I just balled up. They stumped me out. You know what I'm saying? And I was a child. So when I got up, I just went on to the house and told my mama that they just attacked me for for what my brother did. So my mom, she panicked, called the police.
Good.
The police came. They had to get me from there. So she called my auntie that stayed in Central City Projects. That's where we originally came from.
Okay.
And so my auntie came, got me. I had to stay with my auntie to be protected, for protection.
To be
So they
farther
got
away
me.
from them.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the town, another, in Central City Projects. So
Yeah.
I stayed with my auntie for a little while, went to school. From there, you know what I'm saying? When my mama moved, I moved back in with my mom, and then I'm selling drugs now. And like I said, I'm 13, bought me a car, and now I went to high school. And when I was in middle school now, I love sports. So I love sports. My mama, she tried, she did a good job. She always told me what's right, what not to do, told me right from wrong. It was my decision. I made
Yeah.
them decisions. It's so much that had happened, while I was so young that I remember. It's time when we was at the Tourway. We was at the Tourway Hotel downtown Birmingham back then, and my brother had a room, had a lot of drugs in there because he was selling a whole lot of drugs. He had good women in there. He had some of his homeboys. The women was had me laying in bed. Women was feeding me grapes, and stuff like that. My mama found out where my brother was and bust up in the room and went off. I'm
I
talking about
bet she
and went,
beat y'all.
Good for her.
man, you got my baby around all this BS. You got my baby around. You know what I'm saying? It got me and took me home. And Lord have mercy, we did so much.
Bless her
Now we're
heart.
seeing so much. One time we were stealing some eye rocks in Garndale, Alabama. It's right outside of Birmingham, Garndale.
I know
We were
where it's
stealing
at.
some eye rocks. We got two of them. It was two of them. And we got some of our homeboys in one, we in the other. The police got behind us.
Oh
The
God.
police got behind us. We ran into a little dead end, so we jumped out the car to run. So we running, and this the time when my mom came in the hotel room, because we had a hotel room where my brother was selling drugs out of. So we running, but we stealing cars too for more money. The police shooting at us. Boom, 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 boom. That's what we hear. We hear bullets flying, you know, past our face. And
Y'all
nobody
didn't
get
even
hit.
y'all
Hmm.
there was no weapons pulled for them to do that, which I know that happens
No,
every day, but that goes to
no,
show it used to happen back then too. How old
yes.
were you at this point?
Shit, they was around 11, around that age right
Wow.
there.
This is
Around
what
11.
you were experiencing, literal
Yes,
bullets flying by your
daily.
head.
Yeah.
Would
And
that
we
have
At
happened
running.
if
11.
you were white? I mean, honestly, would that have been the case if you were white?
No,
I
no.
can
Yeah,
Right.
they didn't try to resist. They just started shooting. These police just started shooting, and they was white officers. Cause
they had
Gardale,
no
yeah, it
right.
was mostly, I'm just being
No.
honest. It
It
was
is.
white officers.
It's a white. It's
Yeah.
predominantly white.
And they knew but the woods that we ran through, it was barbed wires right there. We didn't see it. It was dark. We always hit barbed wires. So we had to get through the barbed wires to get away from the police who were trying to kill us. Cause we
Oh,
over here in the white folks neighborhood stealing
Callie,
cars.
can you
You
imagine
know,
11
No,
years
I just
old?
can't.
so
I
so
just
we
can't.
got through the barbed wires because they weren't real spacious where you can fit through them, but we got scratched up a little bit, and then we came to a little cliff that we had to jump off of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the bottom of it was tracks and rocks. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't real. It was high for you to try to jump out, but it wasn't high like you jump out
Yeah.
of it, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it still was high.
You're
And we
right.
jumped off of it, and we got away. We got away. We got away, made it back to the hotel room, and then,
And that's when mama busted up in there.
yeah,
Well,
about
by
the
this
next,
time,
yeah,
you could have been dead 3 or 4 times at least by now.
yes, yes,
And he's not even 12 yet at this point.
yes, yes.
Wow.
And so I go back to when I was 13, and I ended up going to high school. So
Okay.
when I went to high school, like I said, I had a car. I got my baby mom pregnant.
At what age?
14.
Oh,
I was no. She was 14. I was 16. She was 14. So my second grade, my 10th grade year, that's when I ended up getting her pregnant.
She was a freshman. You
So
were a sophomore.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And so she ended up pregnant. Then I had got my mom kept me back a, 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 a year in middle school. So
So
like I said, I was
you
in
were actually in her grade. So
yeah,
were
well,
you and her, or no, you were, that would have made you a year. Okay, I get you. You should have been in the
yeah,
11th, you were in the 10th, and she was a freshman.
yes,
Okay. Okay.
okay.
Did
yes,
she
yes,
did
yes.
and your child was born?
Yes, while we was in high school.
How old? I mean,
Wow.
how old? What was it? Boy or a little girl?
Oh, it was a girl. Danitris Case. I named her because my name Danny. So
That's
Danitris.
beautiful. I like
Your whole
it.
face just lit up when you said her name. That's beautiful.
Look at him. He's
Yeah,
fluttering. I love
and
it.
yeah, and it's so much when I'm finna get to all that, but it's so much that I want to share. And
Share.
she's in, yeah, yeah. So we had her, and we of course now I'm looking at my I gotta take care of child. I'm already hustling, so I start hustling a little harder, and I met in the midst of this, you know, me and my baby mama, we broke up. Now we still got, a child, you know what I'm saying? But we
Yeah,
ended up just going our separate ways.
having a child. Yeah, it's not a fairy tale. I mean,
Yeah,
you very seldom do couples make it. Very seldom do you
yeah,
stay with anyone you dated in high school, let alone put a baby
yeah,
in the mix and all of
yeah.
the that goes along with that. Yeah, I understand.
hmm But that ninth grade year when I was there, that's when I met my wife now, who I'm with now. So
Wow.
my ninth
Miss
grade with
Denise, who
I
we
was
love.
Miss Denise. So yeah, I was going with Denise in the ninth grade and everything, and had a good relationship. And then, but I was so deep off in the streets, and she went with that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then that's how that had happened. But my baby mom came right after that. And
Okay.
we ended up having a baby and everything while
So
I was in high school.
you were dating your now wife, Miss Denise, by the way.
Mm,
You're dating her, and then y'all break up, and then you meet your baby mama, as we're gonna call her, unless you want to name
mhm.
her name, and
Yeah.
then y'all had
Yeah.
your daughter,
Arnesta.
Ernest. Okay,
And
and
so
then y'all have your
yeah,
daughter, and you start hustling
in
even
high
more because you have a child, a family per se to take care of.
yeah. And
Okay,
so what I did in high school, because I had a car and I'm hustling. So my cousin, he had a house that my mama we used to stay in when I was about real young. You know what I'm saying? It was across from Wilkerson Middle School, in
okay,
East Thomas. And so when I was in high school, my cousin said, "Man, I'm finna get a house up. If you want it, you making the money. You young, but you making money. The rent was like $250. He said, I sell you the furniture, the everything, the fishery. He said, just give me $500 and you can have all of it. So he gave me $500. I gave him $500. I paid the $250 to the landlord, where he helped me with that, and I had my own house in high school. So
that's
it
wild.
furnished with a king size water bed, entertainment system,
Them water
furniture,
beds.
refrigerator. Yeah, the ones you put the hose pipe in.
Oh, I
Oh
remember those
yes.
very well.
Yeah,
We're going way
yeah,
back, y'all. We're going way back.
Mhm.
I
yeah,
love it. I love it.
yeah, yeah. So my baby mom, she wanted to come stay. When she came stay with me for a little while, her mama didn't want her to stay. Her mama told her, if she gonna come over there and stay with me, the baby can't come. So I'm like, well, we so young. I said, just let the mama keep the baby and we'll go and get the baby, here and there. But she didn't want to do that. She got a tour with her mama, moved in with me, got packed all her stuff up. So I said, well, she wanted to drop out of high school, cause I ended up getting kicked out for fighting and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
so I'm fully full fledged in the streets. And I'm telling now, one of us got to graduate from high school. You know what I'm saying? So one of us got to graduate. So she'll get the car, go to school, or I drop off at school and keep the baby. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the
Yeah.
baby to her mama house. And but yeah, then after that, we ended up, breaking up, I ended up meeting another girl that was 6, 7 years older than me. And then that's when I was, like I said, I was robbing. I started robbing people. So I started robbing drug dealers now. And so
How
a
old?
lot of shootouts. I was in shootouts and stuff. One day I was with my brother and I was 18 years old. And we got into it with my brother had some apartments right there on Jury Hill by the Salvation Army.
Mm-hmm.
And it was everybody stay in the apartment smoke. They on drugs. And so my brother is the resident manager. He bought the apartments, and plus we got an apartment there. So we selling
This is the
drugs.
brother. This is the
My
brother that
oldest,
went,
yeah,
but he was
that
out
went to
now.
prison. Yeah, he had
What?
been got out around this time.
So he didn't spend very long.
No, he did
No.
like 3 years, 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay.
Because they shot at us first.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
what I
I'm
was going to
saying?
ask.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
go back to that, that was my question, and then I forgot about
yeah,
asking.
mhm,
What happened to the ones that they shot at y'all first? This was
yeah,
self-defense in a
yeah.
sense,
Then there were,
Right, right. If you were white, it'd be stand your ground. That's
That's
what that would
yeah,
be.
exactly.
yeah. Then they didn't want them to go to jail. They didn't want them to go to jail. Not for that, but yeah, like my brother went, because he shot back and hit somebody, and he did like 2, 3 years. It went long because he didn't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I
So,
think they got him because he had just beat a shooting case that I took the stand and helped him with at a very young age. And so
yeah.
when that incident came up, they made him do some kind of time, which he
Okay.
supposed to did that because they was shooting. My granddad, the car shot up and everything.
That's
You
crazy.
know,
They
so
don't like it, I've noticed, when a jury finds a person not guilty. It looks like
that's
Yeah.
that
right.
makes you a target for law enforcement.
They're
That's
going to make
right.
sure they get you the next time or try
Mm-hmm.
to. To kind of get everybody on board, this is in the 90s.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
that's the era we're in the 90s. I'm
We
just
in the
wanting to put
90s.
that out there. Okay.
We in the 90s. Yep, we definitely in the 90s. And so now I got kicked out of high school. I'm in the streets, I'm selling drugs. Um uh my daughter mom, she's still in high school, so she did graduate.
Wonderful.
And I went to the graduation and everything, had the baby there. And after graduation, we went our separate ways, and I ended up meeting another girl that was like 6, 7 years older than me. And that it changed. My life changed again. So I started robbing, and she used to be a stripper at Magic City in Birmingham. And so
Know where that
and this
was?
crazy, and this so crazy. I met her at the store in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood where I'm from East Thomas, and I also Fountain Heights is like right across the street. So I grew up right there, both East Thomas, Fountain Heights. That's how Birmingham stood up. So and the me and the guy named me and one of the guys I was with at that time, and it was my homeboy, and he ended up one of the guys that I shot, the attempted murders that I went to prison for, but we'll
Was
get to
him?
that. It was
Okay.
him. We
Okay.
was cool. But
But we'll remember this when yeah. Okay.
yeah. So he with me, this my little homeboy. He was spending the night at my little house, my little spot and everything. And so the girl come out the store and I said, man, she look good. She older too. And so I rolled one down. I
You're
said,
you're
hey.
you're about what age and you're about what age
Oh,
here?
at this age, I'm I'm 18. I'm 17 at this age.
Not old
17,
enough
18
not old enough to get in a
at
strip
this
club
age.
yet either.
Yeah.
Just
So
saying.
So now at this age, now I'm 18. I'm 18
Okay.
at this age. I'm 18. And so I had been doing a lot all through the streets, shootouts, and my name in the the neighborhood, your name a ring. And it was and so people Lil D, Lil D, Lil D.
They know
I was
you.
doing a whole lot, so I meet her. Say I don't really remember what day it was, but I know it was a week with what I'm finna say. So let's say I meet on a Monday. That
Okay.
Friday I was staying with her.
Best.
Yeah. That
Best.
Friday I was staying with her. I had let the house go. I had ended up letting an older guy that I knew in the neighborhood, I had ended up letting him get the house that I had in high school. And I ended up moving in with her. We ain't know each other a week. I met her
That's
like that
crazy.
Monday, that Friday. I'm staying with her, and and she started setting guys up for me, because she was a stripper. She know all the guys that sold a lot of drugs and stuff like that. So she'll taking me to their house, and she might call them up and, hey, come take me out to eat. She'll have them somewhere else, and she'll been to show me where they stay at, and me and my
And you
brother, we
take
go up
them.
in their house and take all their drugs, money. And so we
Wow.
was doing that all over the city. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so we went from that to the girl that I was with. She was like, I don't want she just felt some like eventually we might get caught and woo woo woo. So I'm like, okay. So my uncle, Willie James, he was way old at this time. He was in his 60s and 70s. And he used to sell a whole lot of drugs. So he came into the picture. He used to look out for the family, and may he rest in peace. I always love it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Rest in
always
peace.
give me money and stuff like that, and tell me he want to open up me a bed, and he seen potentials in me and stuff like that. He ended up being killed. The day he told me and my brother, he said, I want y'all to come to my house Wednesday. Could be there at this time. You're like 2 o'clock. So my brother went first and made it up before me. Willie James, he drive number Cadillacs. And then he don't ride with nobody. Every time you see him, he gonna be driving. Somebody be in the car with him, but he ain't gonna never be in the car with somebody else.
Right.
And so we went by there. His 2 Cadillacs was in the yard. And my brother bammed on the door. My brother called and said, man, the 2 Cadillacs is here, man. And he ain't, I know he ain't riding with nobody. He said he bammed on the door, he left. So I said, I'm gonna go by there. So I went by there and I'm banging on the door too. Don't nobody come to the door. Calling his phone, want nobody answer. So the next day we find out that somebody had hit him in the head with some and cracked his skull and killed him and robbed him and took all his money and dope. But he was in the house dead
The whole
while
time.
we was trying the whole time. The whole time.
Very
And so
sorry.
that had thank you. So that happened. And then I end up, like I said, staying with this girl, and we got back from that. So she knew white collar, like she was real good with that, with a computer. And so she said, "Well, we ain't gonna do that because we might get killed for that. So let's do this." So she said, "I don't want you to keep because I'm still selling drugs, so I got to be
Right.
out to sell the drugs." And so she like, "I don't want you out like this, so I'm finna teach you this." So she set me down in front of the computer, and we saw ordering cell phones at that time. Like Verizon really when I think Sprint was real heavy, and Nextel.
Nextel
We,
and
we saw the
Unicef.
church,
Unicef.
the
Yeah.
church, yeah.
Yeah.
So we
I can't remember that. Anyway, Nextel and
yeah
there was another one.
Nextel,
But yeah,
Sprint, Verizon had really just
just kind of come in the picture.
yeah, but the next tier, everybody wanted them chirp. So we started ordering phones. And so it had got big. So we started ordering phones. We'll order 5 here, 5 there. Then I thought about it, so well, yeah, let's just do it like a business. So then we started ordering a lot of them as a business, 50, 100. And I was selling them for $200 a piece. But I still was selling drugs. So it went from that to I said, well, we figured out, boom, how we can pay bills. And so I'm like, wow, so it's white collar, so we get information from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Other for it. I went to prison for this, so I can speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did time for it.
Right.
So we getting information and everything from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And we
Like people's
using
personal information, like their bank.
credit card information and stuff like that. Bank
Gotcha.
information. We getting it from everywhere. And so, you know, it went from that, and now we paying for bills. So power, water, gas, half price. And then so the way I think, and I've been through so much at a young age, I'm like, well, let's run it like a business. So I hooked up some flyers, and we pay your bills half price. Woo, 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 woo. And I put it in gas stations, put it in grocery stores, and folks
You thought of
calling
this
me.
at 18?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Smart.
So I did, yeah. So folks calling me like, hey, I call it bill assistance. So they're like, hey, bill, and I had a phone strictly for that. So when they called this phone, I said, yeah, bill assistance, how can I help you? Yeah, I want to see how, how this work. Ooh, I said, well, give me your address, and I come by and sit down with you. So I go to their house with my suitcase, and I have my button down on, and I sit down with them. And they were like, well, how do this work? I said, well, we pay your bill, and we pay your bills first. So you get all your bills and add them up, and and whatever it come to, we're gonna add it up. And if it's if it's 1,200, then you give me 6. I don't want the money up front. I'm gonna do it first. He said, well, how you get your money? I said, well, we get a certain amount of vouchers for the government every month. And so that's how you pay me, and I'm gonna pay the voucher to the phone place, and
Okay.
then your bill be paid. So, when you pay a bill, it might take 24 hours for 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? So they said, okay. I said, I'm gonna do it first. That's how I got everybody. And I'm doing it with somebody else's money. So I pay the bill. I call them, look, all your bills paid. When they clear, you call me and then you pay me. Boom, they call me, hey man, come get your money. So now it got around so fast because, the average person that's in the neighborhood struggling, they probably don't have number half price on half of the
Yeah.
bills anyway. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because they struggling. So now, now they telling their auntie, their mama, their sister, their friend, they cousins. So I'm paying the whole family bill now.
Right.
I'm paying the whole family. I'm
Yeah.
paying the whole family bill. So I'm doing it. It was successful. It was a hustle that we created. I made a lot of money from that. So now I stopped doing that because everybody else started doing it. So I got out of that, and I started cleaning folks'
So
credit cards.
that's what my question is. So how are you making money off
So
of doing that?
this what I just said. I just said I tell them that I'm paying. I get vouchers from the government, and
But
I
you're
take
not.
that to PAL. No, I'm paying what's about the money, and they giving me the money. So once they call Alabama Power and everybody and see their bill balance is zero, they call me, hey man, come get your money.
And you're
Come get
getting
your
money.
money. I go to the house and they give me my money.
That's
$600, $800,
crazy.
$1,000. And of course, just being honest, because this real talk right here,
Oh,
a lot of
absolutely.
a lot of women, hey, I don't have all the money. Um, Can we do something else? I mean, I'm a young man. And then, I consider myself handsome. I ain't gonna say I'm ugly. So I'm like,
You are very handsome
yeah.
young man. Absolutely.
so,
Miss Denise is
so,
probably shaking the head right
Oh,
now.
poor Miss
so I'm like,
Denise.
I
yeah,
love
something
it.
we
She
can
is a
do.
good woman.
She is.
So, hey, man, look here. So, all that's going on, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, and all of them older women. So,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, Lord have
Crazy.
mercy.
The life you've
Lord have
lived.
mercy.
oh yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Crazy.
but it went from that to we started printing up checks, and I went to prison for this. You know what I'm saying? And we started printing up checks. So it's like, you elevate. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You elevate. And so I'm still elevating at a young age. And I'm like 19
Mhm.
with the bill thing. I bought Expedition. I put a PlayStation in it, TVs, 4 TVs in it, put the Rams on it. Then I ended up getting a square box Chevy. It was a square box Impala. And I got it painted. It was a pearl cherry red with metallic flakes in it. I put some chrome
Oh, I
rims
bet it
on
was
that.
pretty.
And then the mirror tint. Remember the mirror tint? The had
Yes,
mirror tint was
I remember
popular.
that.
Yeah, so I
That
had
was
the
the thing to do.
Yeah.
I had the had mirror tint on it. I had pipes, turn down pipes coming out the back, and then
Oh, I bet
had
it
my
was
motor.
pretty.
Yeah, it was nice. My brother had the white. He had a black Cutlass with triple gold D's on it. Then he had, a
Triple gold D's.
Black Regal with triple gold D's. Then he had a white Cutlass with chrome D's on it. So them the cars that we had, and then I went from that to the check thing, and that's possession of forced instrument. That's the charge that they
That was
gave
the
me for
charge you
this.
got.
Yes. So we print up checks. So we print up checks. I'm getting information from everywhere, and
N-
man, and
Now, when you're saying you're printing up checks.
yeah, I'm
Kind
making
of
them.
go in
It's easy.
with just different people's account numbers on them.
Only thing I need is
Real.
only thing I needed was the router number and the account number, and
And
I
how would you get
yeah, that's all I need. In the name,
in the name? And
Mhm.
how were you
yeah.
getting them? Like getting this
So
information?
I was getting them like back then a lot of companies really weren't shredding paper. They were shredding it, but they ain't finna shred all that paper. Come on.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have thought this.
So
Okay.
I thought, boom, I thought to myself, I said, uh, bingo. So I knew a girl that worked at a bank. And so I ain't know her, I met her. I found me a girl to work at the bank, and hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Talk to her. How we
I didn't
doing?
know I met
So
her.
yeah,
It was
so
advantageous.
yeah. So I just, hey, well, let me take you out sometime. And she looked, oh, you so handsome. I said, well, you so pretty. Let me take you out.
Sure.
So we went out, and then I asked her. I said, I asked indirect questions to get the answer that I want. And she gave me the answer that I want, which I already knew it, but I wanted to make for sure. So boom, like that got me a crackhead. I give him some dope, and I give him a garbage bag. And that night, I said, I'm gonna drop you off at this bank. That garbage can, that dumpster behind that bank, it got a lot of paper in it.
I
Fill
want it
this
all.
bag up with that
Wow.
paper in that dumpster in the back of this bank.
Never would
He
have
go
thought of
back
that.
there,
Never would have
fill
thought
it
of
up,
that.
come back, bring it to me. I go through it, boom. I got everything I need. And
Danny,
so,
you are such an entrepreneur. You could
You
have
really
done
are.
anything. You could be selling, I don't know, ice machines to Eskimos or something like that. It's
Absolutely.
it's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And so,
It's illegal, but it's amazing. I never would have thought
yeah,
of that. But I
yeah.
mean, you
And
know,
that's
knowing where you
part of
are
my case
now,
why I went to
that's why
prison
we're
for.
so yeah, that's why
Mm,
we're so lighthearted about this, guys, because we know where he's at now.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
and yeah, I grew up real fast, and so by me doing that, I was making a lot of money, and I was getting bigger and bigger, and at a young age. And
yeah,
one day I was in the bank one day, and cause I had got to the point where I'm like, man, this was I can, I had other folk doing it for me, and I was doing it myself too, but I had already, you know. Did something. I was in the bank, and then a red flag popped up, and the police came and got me, had me in a little room. I had my homeboy in the car with me. He see all the police come. He pull off. So I'm in the room. So the folks like, and I had, that's why I got an identity theft charge. I was using
right.
somebody else's ID. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's how
That's
they
why
caught you for that one.
I was charged. No, not right here. No,
Oh,
I was charged with identity theft. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But so so they had me
That
down there like, And later on down, I ended up getting charged for this, but not at the time. So I was like, "Is this you?" I said, "Yeah, that's me. That's mine." It was by, they looked at it. "This ain't you." I said, "That is me." So they were like, "Who is you?" "That's me right there." So I wouldn't tell them who I was. "That's me right there, whatever y'all got." So they were like, "Well, you going to jail?" I said, "Well, what I'm going to jail for? Cause y'all so stupid. The cashier ain't even give it to me. So whatever I was trying to get, I never got it from them. So what y'all taking me to jail for?" So I said, "Well, go
Oh,
on, take me to jail." So they take me to the city and gave me a signature bond.
A
I knew you
signature
couldn't.
bond.
Yeah, I mean, so I got right back out. So
Yeah.
so I started doing that with the checks and everything, and it made me a fortune. It made me.
So
It made me.
just in us talking, before we started recording, you mentioned, and I know that we're going to speak to some people that are from your past, but you
Yeah,
mentioned,
I got a whole lot
um,
of people. Everything I'm saying, they gonna tell you the same thing.
you were taking from accounts that had millions and
Yeah,
millions of dollars. So you were
yeah.
taking from
Companies
probably
too.
some
Companies.
very companies and very powerful people
Yes.
at
Yep.
19 years old.
Yeah.
well, on the
And
one
then
hand, they're not going to miss it.
yeah.
No,
I mean, I'm not trying to
That-
disavow what you're saying, but I'm
that's
just
what I was
saying, like,
thinking.
there are worse
right,
things you could do,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
right.
So this what I did. So now
Robin Hood.
I went to this. I went to that. So I started a cleaning service. Called Professional Enterprise. Me and the girl that I was with at the time, the one I moved in with within a week. So we started a
Stripper.
cleaning service. So a
I
cleaning
call it a stripper.
service, when you got a cleaning service, you get the keys and alarm code to this building. These construction companies, all kind of companies, and you go in when they close,
Mhm.
and you
Yeah.
go in. And I went to prison for this right here. That's why I'm talking. Some of these folks put testified. So now I got the keys to alarm codes to all these companies. So I had her. I said, "Well, let's go and clean up. You gonna do this, and while you doing that, I'm in the CEO office. I'm searching for, you know what I'm
Get all the
saying,
computers,
information." So boom, I get it, take a picture of it, hey, you know what I'm saying, and go back and print this. And
checks, and they never
I
know.
see how much you're making. I see all these bulldozers you done bought for $1 million over here. I see these trucks and vans you done bought here for 400,000 right here. Oh man,
Yeah, they're not
you
gonna
know,
miss it.
yeah,
That's a
How
yeah.
long
And
huge
did you
so
do
jump
that?
from the
I did
dumpster
that.
diving to,
I did that. I did that. Shoot, I did that for about 2 years, and I ain't had to do it no more because when you in the game, you meet people that's in that too, and so now it's just coming to me because people know what
mm,
I do and I'm successful at it, and I ain't got to have nobody to do the dumpster diving no more, and so it's come to me. Hey man, the folk call me. You know what I'm saying? I got this. Come get this. You know what I'm saying? Just and it
yeah.
went. Yeah, yeah, and
So,
so.
how many years did this go on without you being charged with something significant?
Oh, it went on for years, like about 4 years. About 4 years.
Is that
So
luck
Wow.
or skill?
uh,
Both.
probably both.
Yeah, good at what you do.
Definitely
Yeah,
skill.
Yeah,
interesting.
Amazing.
yeah. And so I accumulated a whole lot. They seized all that stuff. I had, let me see, I had Expedition, I had a Ford Explorer XLT, then I had Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Then I had the Suburban. So that was 4 trucks that I had. The 2 Explorers I had got for the girl that I was going with, and the other 2 trucks were mine. And then I had the Cadillac. I had 4 Cadillacs. So I had the short body square Cadillac. Then I had Savannahville Cadillac.
Mhm.
Then I
Mhm.
had a DeVille Cadillac. And
Mhm.
then I had a Fleetwood Cadillac. And then this at one time. This
I
ain't.
mean, what did
This
you
ain't.
do with all those vehicles?
Yeah, they
And were
took
they
them.
all in the yard?
They took them. Yeah.
Wow.
God.
It's not all of them. They didn't get. They took most of them. They took
Most of 'em.
over 10. But you know what I'm saying. So I had them 4 Cadillacs. Then I had Infinity, and they had, and all of them had, Rams and stuff.
Oh,
Infinity,
yeah.
and then the Infinity, the Mercury. And these the ones I got for the girl. 2 Jaguars, a green one and a white one. So the one green had the peanut
Seems
butter
like
guts.
money.
Well, actually both of them had peanut butter guts in them. And then I had let me see, 2 Jaguars,
I mean,
a round body, a 96, a 95, round body Chevrolet with rims on it, real high. I was the first one in the city when, back then, it was 20s and 22s.
yeah.
And then when the 22s came, I was the first one with them in the whole city.
Oh, yeah.
So I had the round body, and then I had let me see how many cars are there. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me see.
Are these brand new, most of them?
Yeah, at that time. Yeah.
Jaguar, how much,
Mhm.
just for one of the Jaguars, how much was it?
I think it was like because I had paid cash for it. I think it was like 20, something like that. At that time, like 20.
At that time. Okay,
It
hold
went
on.
it went like the same year. So it was like a few years. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to ask
I think I
Siri
gave
while we're live or while
I
we're
think
recording.
Yeah.
yeah.
How
Well, they
much
have
does a Jaguar cost today, Siri?
Well, a new one probably be about
Use
40.
ChatGPT to answer that.
No,
Yeah.
I just want you to tell me how much a Jaguar vehicle costs.
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
She's not talking to me today. We'll have to
She's
edit
not
this part out.
cooperating at all. That's ridiculous.
All right,
And
well,
to hurt when they
ChatGPT is
took
gonna
all
answer
your
me.
vehicles. I mean, that was some
That's
pain.
Yeah,
crazy.
and I had ended up getting I went and got
Jaguar's vehicle lineup includes models like the F-Pace, starting at $49,500, the F-Pace at $57,000.
That's today.
I-Pace.
yeah.
That's the lowest one. They going
Yeah.
up.
Mm-hmm. And then them Jags that I had, they were so clean. I had bought them from a guy. He sell cars, and he had 2 out there. My brother, he was like, "Man, I want a Jaguar. I want a Jaguar. Man, get me these." My brother actually the one who found them Jags. He found them. And I said, "Shit, we're gonna get both
That's
of them."
crazy.
Yeah, we got
19
both of them. Yep. So then I always I wanted to ride bikes. I like bikes, you know what I'm saying, motorcycles. So
Oh, yeah.
I went to I said, man, I'm going to get me a bike. So I went and got 2 of them. I didn't even know how to ride now. So I got the bikes first. I
Not
got
one, but two.
I got a Katana, a 600 Katana, and I got a Yamaha. And I didn't, like I say, I didn't know how to ride. The Yamaha was yellow, black, and white, and the Katana was like a teal blue with
Oh,
flakes going through it. It was so, man, the thing was
I
so
bet.
smooth. Yeah, and
Did you ever
so
learn how to ride it?
yeah, the same day when I got the bikes, I got them in Tuscaloosa, Northport, which I got a case in Northport behind this right here, and in Tuscaloosa. So I had Judd Donaldson. So I bought the 2 bikes. Bought the trailer, bought them on back, you know what I'm saying, the Birmingham. And my girlfriend uncle, he taught us how to ride it, so right then, So I learned how to ride it, and so I used to like be like have my sweatsuit on with my Jordans on, and you know what I'm saying, when I get up. and
You
so
doing it big.
and so and
I
so
feel like that's you right there. Like, yeah, I owned it, so I learned how to do it right then.
Right
That
then.
second. That's you.
Yes, Callie. Yes, Callie.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I ended up, I said, well, I said, so I told my girlfriend, I said, I want a boat. She said, what kind of boat? I said, a boat. Like, not a real big, but I want me a boat. So I went and got me a boat. I went and bought a boat. You know what I'm saying? I went back to T-Town, found me the little boat place, got the little boat, you know what I'm saying? We pulled it on back with the trailer, bought the trailer and everything, but I never got a chance to do anything with it. They know, but I put it up, you know what I'm saying? And so one day I was staying in a townhouse, you know, in Forestdale. So I had all these cars and I just named all these cars. I came out one morning and I looked and I smoke. I used to smoke a lot of weed, so I was smoking weed at the time, and I was smoking weed, and I'm like, hell no. So I told her to come out, and she came out. I said, man, just look. She said, we gotta get rid of some of this shit. So I said,
We
what we
have
gonna
too
do?
much.
It was too much. So
Yeah.
I said, okay.
Noticeable.
I called my brother. I told him to get two of my cousins and come over here. They came, and I said, okay, nah, it's 3 plus me and my girlfriend. It's 5 people. Everybody get in the car.
Everybody
We
big.
I had cars. I put some in my mama backyard. I put some in my girlfriend mama backyard, and I put some in my brother's house. So I spreaded them out. So I kept one of my bikes there, and I kept my Suburban there. And so what I did, I went and rented a storage room too. That was right down the corner from my house, from the townhouse. So I put some of them in there too. So, so
So
the
it
folks that
wasn't as noticeable now
yeah,
to the law if they were.
they was already on me though.
That was
They
already
had
on
all
you.
Right.
they was already watching it. Somebody had already told on me.
Tipped them
Well, more
off.
than one person had, so they was already on me. So
Was
now
it state or federal? Was it the
it was
FBI? Was it
the folks who got me was the county.
the county? Oh,
Wow.
they
That's
thought they did it
surprising.
big
Yeah,
by
the
not
county
bringing in the
got me.
FBI.
Yeah, the county got me, and then I was on bond for 3 attempted murders, but I'm finna get to all that.
Okay, yeah. This
So
is where I was.
so in the midst of all this happening, because it went when I got all that stuff, I was around like 20 years old, 19, 20. But I'm gonna go back to 18 when I caught my 3 attempted murder charges. So remember, I
So
said the same guy that was with me when I met the girl that I was with when I accumulated all this stuff. When I was 18. So I had ended up getting into some beef with some of my homeboys. That were actually I used to let spin right at my house and everything, and we was that type. They ended up giving me some money for some phones. Like I said, I was selling a whole lot of cell phones. I was around there telling folks I got the hookup like Master P. You know what I'm saying? You know the movie Master P when he's selling them cell phones.
yeah,
Yeah. So I was telling folks I got to hook up like Master P.
hello, Master P.
Yeah. And folks, they used to call me that. They used to call me that guy. I always wear gold glasses. No, I got some now. I wear gold glasses.
How do
I
you
love
spell
gold glasses. So they used to call me that.
Mas-
so so I was selling a lot of cell phone, and I was selling cell phone and stuff like that to own these stores in the neighborhood.
and they were reselling them.
And I don't know what they selling them. They wanted me to make them international, where they can make international phone calls. I was selling the phone for 200,
Oh,
so I charged them 600 when I set them up for that, and they was buying
that
4,
yeah.
5 of them at a time.
Yeah.
That's wild because back then cell phones like what we pay now $1,000 for an iPhone, which we
Yeah.
think is crazy. Back then,
hmm
it would have been $100.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. And so they gave me the money. They said, man, I know you're gonna get myself right. My shipment should be in such time. And they gave me the money. So he called me. So it was a delay with the shipment. So I'm like, hey, I said, man, it's a delay. You come get the money, get your money back, just wait till they come. And no, just keep it, just hold on to it when they come again. So I said, okay. So the next day, 2 days later, you know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting. So we have a little thing in East Thomas Park on Sundays. Every Sundays, the whole neighborhood out there, everybody, having fun, smoking, drinking, maybe grilling, whatever. everybody out there. So they call, man, come to the park, man, come to the park. One of my homeboys. So I go out there to the park. My baby mom and my daughter's in the car with me. So I get on out, I go on up there. So the guy, one of my homeboys who was waiting on the phone to come, he like, man, you must be trying to pay me out my money or something. So I'm like, no, man, you ain't trying to pay you out your money. You want your money back? I give you money. But no, you trying to pay me out my money. He was high. You know what I'm saying? So he went to tripping and he was trying to show out in front of a lot of women out there and stuff like that too. And he was trying to show out or something. So I'm like, but I ain't taking it like as he was. So I'm like, man, you my home, man, go ahead on. So I tell Tommy, one of my home, I said, come on, man. I'm gonna show you this new gun I got. I had just got a new 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. So let me show you this new gun. So we walking, he come behind me, and you're like, no, I'm for real. And he like pushed me. So I turned around, man, what's wrong with you, man? So
Are you okay?
So he pushed me, and I turned around. I said, you for real? So he like, yeah. So I ended up punching him in his face, went up on him, slammed him, set in his chest, beat him up. So while I'm in his chair, his brother, the one that was in the car with me when I met the girl, he come kick me. He come kick me in the head, but I don't feel it, because I had a real messed up temper back then. Because all thing I seen was pain. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
illegal. So I had a quick temper.
Yeah.
And so he kicked me in the head. My baby mama jumped out the car and then pulled me off him. So my baby mama like, no, why are you kicking his brother head? He kicked you in the head. So I rushed him. He
She
took
told
off
him,
running.
no, we're not putting up with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So he took off running. And so they grabbed me and told me, man, go on, leave. So I leave. And then I get a phone call. I like, man, hey, man, they said they're going to kill you when they see you. They going to get their guns. The two brothers, they said they're going to kill you. So
And
I
this is
said,
a
okay.
friend.
Yeah. So I just beat the brother up and they chased his other brother. So I go and drop my daughter and my baby mom off and make a phone call. My brother hit my brother. He pull up. And so we got in the car. I got in the car. We riding around looking for him now because I ain't gonna let you come. I'm coming to you since you told me
Absolutely.
since you putting it out there. So now I'm coming to you. So we riding around. We find them. They at my homeboy's store in the neighborhood. They standing out in front of the store. So I pull on up, jump out the car. When I jumped out the car, I just go to shoot. I jumped out the car shooting. Him and his brother, they go to shoot. Now we in the middle of the road, both of everybody shoot. We done shot these four cars up, all kind of stuff. And so they end up taking off running. So I tell my brother, you go behind them. I'm going to cut them off on the side of Buddha Man, them house, and we're going to gun them down. So I run on the side of the house to try to catch them. My brother run behind them, but they end up running in the girl house, Garland, which I'm going to show y'all this house once we get a chance. That's why I caught my attempted murders at. They run up in that house right there. Not this day, though. They run up in that house right there, so we couldn't get them. So one day, like a couple of weeks passed by, and now we got beef with them. And I'm in my Chevy, the Impala, the square box Impala, the one pearl cherry red. So I got my bass down low, and I'm riding, and I hear something going clean, 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 clean. It's me, my baby mom, and my little girl on the back seat, and a baby seat. And so I'm going over up a hill then as you got to go down. There's an alley sitting on top of the hill. So they standing in the alley shooting in my car. And so I pull over and
with your child in it.
Yeah. And so when I get out the car, I see the bullet holes right there by my baby, but she didn't get hit. And so I opened it. I said, then my baby mom said, they shot in it. She said, my baby mama went out, they shot it out, car with the baby now. I said, I'm going to get him. I'm finna get him. I'm going to get him. So I gone. So I don't see him no more around about 2 months. I'm talking they leave the hood. I don't see him no more. I'm looking for him. I can't
They're
find
hiding.
him. Yeah, about 2 months.
They knew they messed up.
Yeah, and so another month went past. And so now they started back coming around. So I said, oh, they think like, I guess they think I don't know it's them. You know what I'm saying? So by that third month, they start back coming around. And now I'm just letting them get comfortable. So I just played on them, let them get comfortable. And we was at the store one day. I pulled up at the store, the same store we had a shootout in front of. So I pulled up in the store. I said, hey, man, I was smoking cigarettes at the time. I had started smoking cigarettes when I was probably like 12, you know what I'm saying? Newports, shorts.
I
So,
started short.
so,
I
so
was
I'm,
13, but yeah,
yeah. So I told him,
same.
I said, you got a cigarette? I said, hey, man, give me a cigarette. Like, man, we ain't got no cigarette. We ain't got no cigarette. I said, okay, then. So I said, oh, they real comfortable. So I pull on. They walk right back to the house that they ran in, a girl in the neighborhood. They walk right back to their house and they sit on the porch. And I called my brother. I said, I got him. I said, I'm finna get him. He said, wait on me. I said, I couldn't even wait. I'm finna get these dudes. They'll shot in my car while my baby in there. I'm finna get them right now.
Absolutely.
So I ain't even waiting on my brother. So I went on around, broad daylight, that same Smith & Wesson that I was talking about that I love so much. I parked the car in front of. No, first I told one of my little homeboys, I said, hey, stay right here on the corner right here. I said, just stay right here. He said, okay, because they're going to do whatever I asked them to do, they're going to do it. I said, stay right here on
Right.
this corner. I said, I'm finna go and get these dudes. So he stayed right there. So I went on around, pulled up in front of the house, got out of the car with the gun. And one of the guys said, man, don't come up here with all that, man. I shot him first. I hit him in the side right here. He balled up, then I hit him again. Then I hit his brother. His brother had a gun. So his brother had jumped up like trying to run. And I'm looking dead at him. He closed his eyes and turned his head and shot. And I got hit too. So I get hit. And then
So you get hit.
when I
You're in
got
the middle
shot,
of this.
yeah, I got 2 holes in my leg. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So I
crazy.
so when I get
So
hit,
this is
huh?
all happening.
I was
Is it
18.
just them two, or is there more?
No, it's 3. It's 3 people. So, but
3 of them. Okay. Okay.
I already shot one of them. I hit him like twice at first, the first 2 times. Then when the brother
The first guy.
closed his eyes and turned his head and shot and hit me in the leg, I shot him. He dropped the gun. Then I shot him again. And so the other guy he was finna try to jump over the rail because they on the porch. So I shot, he didn't even have anything to do with it, but you with him. So I went up shooting, I
Yeah.
shot him, and then I just went to shoot, and I had 12 shots, and each one of them got shot 3 to 4 times. And
Yeah.
so I took off running. When I ran through the alley, my little homeboy, I told the steward, I told him my keys. I told him, go around there and get my car and bring it around here on Crenshaw. So I run. He said, okay, he ran around. And when he pulled around there, he said, man, nigga, blood all over the porch. This man just shot all them dudes up, man. So
Oh.
I said, I'm shot too. I'm gonna drive myself to the hospital. So I jump in my car. I go to Cooper Green Hospital, downtown Birmingham. So when I go to Cooper
Uh-huh.
Green Hospital, they tell me to fill some papers out and sit in the lobby. I'm bleeding like crazy. So I said, man, I'm gonna bleed out. So I left Cooper Green, which I had a lawsuit, but I was so young I didn't know that. They didn't supposed to let me leave that hospital. I could have
No,
sued them. I
you
could have
could have.
sued. Yeah. And so I leave Cooper Green and I go to UAB, right next
Uh-huh.
to it. So when I go to
Uh-huh.
UAB, they take me on in and they come around and the doctors all around me and stuff. They gave me a shot, whatever, cleaned the womb and all that stuff. And so the police had came to the hospital. So my brother said, man, the
Because they
police
have
got
to.
there. Nuh-uh,
Because they have to call,
they went,
right?
yeah, but I'm talking about a lot of police that had came to the hospital, but we thinking it was for me, but they went there for me. But when the police came to see me, I told them I don't want to talk to them. Man, I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't know who shot me. I ain't got no talk. So they went on and left. You know what I'm saying? You get
Yeah.
stabbed and shot, you go to the hospital, the police come to see you. To
Yeah. They
take
call
whatever.
that. They have to report it. Yeah.
Yeah. So they came. I told them I don't want to talk to them. I don't know who did it. They leave. So a whole lot of more police came. So my brother was like, man, a lot of police. I said, man, I'm finna go then. So I let them go on. Even the doctor said, one of the nurses, well, 2 of the nurses, they said, you acting like that ain't happened to you. You got a bullet went through your leg. You sit up there like that ain't wrong with you. I said it hurt, but go on, patch me up. I can go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Because
I can leave.
it went in and out. It went in and out. That's how I got
It
2.
went
It
through and
went
through.
in. Yeah, it went in and it came out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And so I said it went in and out. I said it went in and out because I don't feel them. I feel it. It's hurt, but it went in and out. So they patched me on up, wrapped my leg up, gave me a prescription. I had to walk on the cane. You know what I'm saying, for some months to it heal. But then, I like that next day, it showed up with the hurt and stuff. Then, but the guys that I
Yeah.
shot up, they told the police who I was, told them my name. So now
They
I'm on the
snitched.
run. So now
And
I'm
this
on the
is
run.
back when you're 18. So this is
18. It's
before you
before.
met the stripper and
Nuh-uh.
before
Nah,
you're.
I was with the stripper. We was together.
Oh, okay. But I thought you had your baby's mama. Oh, y'all,
Uh-uh.
you and your baby mama
We broke up.
still
We
had,
had, yeah.
but they
We had
shot
a
the car
baby.
up with y'all. So y'all
Yeah.
were still friends because y'all had a baby. So you just
That was,
had
yeah.
her with.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
Okay. So
So
that's making more sense to me now. Okay.
this right after my baby mom, they shot the car up, and I got with her. I got with the other girl. See what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So when
we're
I
moving
shot,
forward. Okay.
mm-hmm. So when I shot the
So
guys up, huh?
when you shot the guys up, this is after you were already got you.
Yeah.
I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm on board. I got confused for a second. I'm jumping back and forth, but we're still in.
It's okay.
You're still at 18. Not you're 18, 19 now, but this
Yeah.
is before
I'm
the
18. I'm
white collar
18
crimes
when I
that you
shot the
started
guys.
doing. Okay,
Huh?
yeah, you're 18. That's right. But
Yeah.
this is
That was
before you started the white collar crime.
Nah. I had already started white collar
This
crime.
was during it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got bigger after this. After this
Okay.
right here, I got bigger.
So
But I
the
had
police didn't find you
they
at
got me
this
on
point
down the line. They done got
on down the line.
yeah. So they got me like so what had happened was when I this the beginning. I was still selling drugs and this is the beginning of the white collar era.
Right.
So I shot the guys up. And when I shot the guys up, I was already with the new girl that I was with. You see what I'm saying? And I went with my baby mom. Yeah, I was with the stripper. So
Okay.
so I shot the guys up, and then now they told the people who I was, whatever, where my mama stay at. So they going to my mama house looking for me, going everywhere. And so I couldn't stay with the girl that I just met no more because they looking for me. And they know
Right.
they told her if she try to hide me, they gonna take her to jail.
Go
So
get her for
another
harboring
girl yeah, harboring a future or something like
fugitive.
that. A
A
fugitive.
fugitive.
Yep. And so another girl that I had just met, I called her and say, man, listen, I got her her boyfriend was in the county jail. He gonna be in there, for some months. So I said, man, I need somewhere to stay. I can't stay at my mom's or with my girlfriend. She said, come on. I said, I'm gonna help you with the bills and everything. So I go over there. She had a house across from Hudson Middle School. That's over there in the Collegeville area on the north side, where I'm from, the north side. And so I get in with her. She had like 4 kids. They was real young, so I gave her some money for the bills and help her. You know what I'm saying? She had a little baby, so she liked to go out. So I said, "You going out? I can't go nowhere." So I keep the baby and everything just to lay low. You know what I'm saying? So then after this, I end up probably some months later, I gone back home with the girl that I was with, and that's when they get me for these 3 attempted murders. When I went back, I'm talking about that next day, they had the whole apartment complex surrounded, and they called the black and white apartments. That's over there in Evergreen Bottom on the north side. That's where I had an apartment at. So when they get me for the 3 attempted murders, I was in the black and white apartments in Evergreen Bottom that we were staying at. I couldn't go, and then there ain't no back doors, one way in, one way out the apartment. So they came in 20, 15, 20 deep. They got me and took me to jail, took my girl to jail, took her friend to jail, took all of us to jail. They ended up letting them go and took me to the county. My bond like 60,000. And my mama, put the house up, came got me out. So when she got me out, that's when I really started making a lot of money illegally. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And after that, that's when we went to print up the checks. You know what I got charged for with the print the checks up. I started a cleaning service, which I said, so we go in, like I said, we go in. I was getting paperwork from here and there. And man, my whole life changed. I accumulated a whole lot. So now they telling on me because every day I had a car, and I was young. I'm listening to the Hot Boys, Cash Money. I thought I was one of the Hot Boys. So I got a whole lot of cars and motorbikes and stuff. And so I ended up getting busted a week before my trial for the 3 attempted murders. This in 2022, and I got busted because I was going to take it to trial. I gave my lawyer, he charged me 10,000. At that time, he said, "Give me 10,000." He said, "I can beat it because it's 3 of them, and it's 1 of you, and you got hit. So I can beat this right here. You got hit too. I can beat it." So I'm like, okay. So plus my auntie was his secretary, so he looking at this case like, I got you, I can help you. But I ended up getting busted for the white collar thing. Let me go back a little bit though before I got busted. My lawyer called me one day. I had an incident that had happened. My lawyer called me. His ears to the street too, because my name ringing is ringing with the money that I'm making, all the cars that I got. So I go, he tell me to come in. He said, "Hey, you got a hit out on you." So I got a hit out on you. He said, "Yeah, you got a hit out on you. Whoever you got into with over some money, you been in any trouble, anything." I said, "Yeah." I had an incident that happened with a guy. With a guy, he was from an older guy. I always mess with older dudes. And he was from Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. And but his brother is another older guy that I was dealing with, and he owned hair salons and restaurants. He owned all kind of stuff. And I was dealing with him, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up doing some business with him, which it wasn't my fault. It wasn't all the way my fault. But if he would have came to me, I would have made sure he got his money back. But he came to me sideways, telling me what I'm going to do. Uh, you calling me out my name. And so I'm like, man, hey, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I ain't giving you nothing. You talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't scared of you either, dude. Man, F you. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't make sure you get his money back. So he put a hit out on me, and I ain't know about it. So another guy that knows the older guy that owned everything, a lot of different businesses, he was like, they went to asking questions, like, dudes that know me. They were like, man, hey, man, what this dude, man, what he really about, this young dude, woo, woo. So they were telling me, my homeboys calling me, man, they asking questions. We told them it's gonna be a shootout, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be it's gonna be some gunplay gonna be behind messing with him.
Right.
Man, yeah. And so my lawyer ended up calling me up there and telling me I got a hit out on me and stuff like that, But then I ended up getting busted. They seized everything, most of the stuff that I had. It's a lot of stuff that they get that was in, that was in my people names and stuff like that. But they
Did
got
they give you a bond
everything.
when you got busted
Nah, they
right before
locked
the
bond.
trial? So that was it.
Nah, they
The lock bond.
locked bond because they said I was a flight risk because the money that I had, and it was a week before my trial for the 3 attempted murders. Because you can stay on bond if you're taking the trial, you could be out 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So when I caught the attempted murders in '98, I ended up getting busted in 2002, a week before my trial. So locked
Okay.
bond, I can't get out. And they had everything on TV, news, me and my girlfriend, because they charged her, gave up on some cases too. So she ended up doing 3 years, 2.5, 3
Because of
years.
that?
Yes. And I told her to put everything on me because I'm finna go to prison anyway. I got attempted murders, plus we just got busted. So just put everything on me. Both of us don't need to go. I know I'm going. So she told me, no, she ain't doing it. She told me,
Yeah.
this her exact words. If you ain't out here, I don't want to be out here. But
No.
then and so she ended up doing 3 years, which she regretted because I told her don't do it. To this
So
day,
this is but she did it anyway. this is
yeah,
this is kind of where what we want to do when we want to start with our next episode is we want to start with when you get arrested and go through the court proceedings of both and get us caught up to speed of you entering the prison system.
yes,
That's what we want to do for episode 2.
yes,
So to
yes,
kind of do a roundabout of where we're at is we wanted to get to know Danny today. So but just know there will be a lot that will go back to his childhood and to his past, to during everything that we're going to be going over. But the meaning, Danny, what does the meaning? This is something that I wanted to ask you. What does the meaning beyond the crimson wire? What does that mean to you?
Beyond the crimson wire. That's
If
oh,
we've named the podcast that, why? What does that mean to you?
it mean
Can you?
to me it mean a sign of transformation, like beyond the crimson wire. So transformation. That word come to my mind when I hear that transformation.
Transformation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We chose together, all three of us chose again Beyond the Crimson Wire because it's beyond everything that he's been through, that he's fought, even in prison, the bravery, the danger him and other inmates have been put in or done things to get help, and the danger they put themselves in, that they've risked their lives for what we're going to be covering. And so with all of that, and then of course Crimson, because we're in the state of Alabama, roll tide roll, but the
That's right.
Crimson, but
Roll
it
Tide.
also roll tide, but it also stands for us, but beyond the crimson wire, and we all know what the wire is. So I wanted to know what it meant to you because we have a lot to go through to uncover. But
Yeah.
Danny, your voice, your story, you're nothing but near, and people are going to think when I'm saying this and they don't know the rest of the story. Danny's a changed man. He's been out 2 years.
Yes.
What God has done in Danny's life, what God was always doing in Danny's life, has brought him to where he is right now. Y'all have no idea what's in store for you guys. Not only do you get to see what God has done in Danny's life, what changes Danny has made, what changes that Danny continues to make for others, what challenges he faces, what he does after being out for 2. He doesn't have to do any of this. None of this,
No.
none of the things that he is. So I can't wait for y'all to learn and hear that. But I also cannot wait for y'all to see. We've got raw video footage from inside the prisons that no one's ever seen. We have so many people that we're going to be, all three of us are going to be interviewing that are either in the system now or have been in the system, or we've got some XCOs we've got that are going to be speaking. We've got possibly some judges and some politicians. We're going to be speaking to people from the women from Love Lady, and which is, if you don't know what Love Lady is, look it up. Love Lady in Alabama is a act of God. What they
It's
do there.
it's actually love ladies in different states,
Oh,
not
is
just
it?
Alabama.
But no,
Oh,
Yes,
it started here, right?
yes,
Didn't
and
it start
it's
here? See,
yeah.
I
I
didn't know
think it's
that.
yeah. It's in different states, so yeah.
That's amazing.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I've known a couple of women that are from my hometown here in Alabama. I'm from Andalusia, and I don't mind to say where I'm at because you're going to learn it anyway.
Right.
Um, through all of this, which is another reason why my passion is, and Callie as well. It's not just, you don't have to just live in Alabama to want justice for what is happening in our prison system, what's happening in our state. And so
right.
I'm of those women. Yeah, I've learned from some of those women things that have happened while they were at Tutwiler or the women's prison, one of the women's prison, or but what Love Lady did for them. So
Mhm.
and Danny is partnering up with them. Danny has a tell them about your nonprofit.
Nonprofit. My nonprofit is the Fisherman Project. It would be based on basic training for the youth, for youth development, and very passionate about helping the youth. Uh, my plan is to infiltrate that education to prison pipeline, to try to save the youth. We not trying to fill them prisons up with our youth.
No,
So we need more men like me stepping in to help me save the youth. Our kids, our future. That's my goal. That's
absolutely.
my mission. And the Fisherman Project. I'm building a school. I was given a building for this project to use. So we looking to get it renovated and open up a school. For youth development. I have
Yes.
all my instructors that's certified, and we ready to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is the
that's
Danny
wonderful.
today.
That's
This is the
wonderful.
Danny today.
And if
Um,
anybody is thinking for just 1 second, well, he committed criminal acts, he went to
mhm,
prison,
he
so
did.
be it.
He did.
No, it can happen to anybody. You don't have to be a guilty person to end up in prison.
That's
That's
And
true.
right.
as long as one of us is not free, none of us are free.
That's right.
I agree with
That-
you on that, Callie. I
That's
agree with
right.
you on that.
And it's amazing what
Oh,
God is doing in my life.
that was
he-
beautiful.
everything that I've been through, as that I've seen and participating at a very young age. God still guided me, using my life. Prison didn't break me; it rebuilt me.
No.
I found God while I was there. I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior while I was in prison. So
God bless.
I had to go through what I went through. I had to go through that to get to where I'm at today, to be able
Absolutely.
to
Sure.
use my
And you don't
life
live there
experience to help
anymore.
you. That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
That's right, Callie. I like that. He doesn't live there anymore.
that's right.
That's right.
I like that.
And
Yep.
just God bless your mama and Denise.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And we
Thank you
love them
so
women
much.
too because they helped produce an
Yes.
amazing man.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
know, like I said, y'all are hearing us sit here and him telling everyone the story of what he did. He's owning what he's done.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but again, who knows where he would be if he hadn't have, and if he hadn't have gone through what he's gone through to get to the other side. But
Yeah.
Danny's not just speaking for Danny. Danny's speaking for how many men are in the Alabama prison system?
So I had that number. It's a
I
lot.
did too. It's a lot.
32
We'll have.
think
I think it's 32,000.
32,000 somewhere up in there.
I think it
Somewhere up in
is. I
there.
think it's in somewhere in there. I
Yeah.
don't know if also y'all realize, but when he's talking about the education in our youth and what he's doing for them, we're fixing to take on the state of Alabama and all the
Yeah.
under
That's
KIV.
right.
Let's talk about how KIV right now is building 2 mega prisons, and guess where she's getting the money?
Hmm.
From the education
Education funds. Yep.
That is
funds.
troubling.
And
That
she
is
don't
so
Yep.
hide it.
troubling.
Mm-hmm.
So she's already
Mm-hmm.
taken from our youth, taken their
That's right.
education, and she's going to
Mhm.
keep
Mm-hmm.
them going in the direction of so she can house these huge mega prisons when she can't even when the Department of Corrections of Alabama can't even take care of the prison systems that they got now. And if they think that changing, and I'm gonna not gonna get on the rant yet because this is coming, but if they think that they can change that it's going to change the system or change anything, it's actually going to be worse. And we're going to tell y'all why. We're going to go over all of that. We're going to give people voices that don't have a voice. We're going to try to
She's
That's right.
change.
investing in the future she wants when she does
That's
that.
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not right.
You that's not
Oh,
right. You
this
mean
is
to tell me building prisons is more important than our kids' future?
no, it's
You
not. And you're taking from them, so therefore
taking
you're
money. That's
trying to
right.
influence. They're going to be. You're looking forward to. Oh, if I take this education from them, and they don't get the proper education, then
They
they're going to
going to
have to commit
prison.
crimes. They're
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
prison. That's what her
Yeah.
thought process is. We're
And
also
and,
going to
and
go over. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, I just wanted to say, you know, she taking money from education, which our kids can't get a future. That's why I think it's important what I'm doing, building the school for they can get some education. And I also got a tax prep guy that teach them taxes. I got a guy who a credit rebuilder who been doing rebuilding credit for people over 20 years. You know, that's his job. So I want to teach him stuff like that also. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
The
you know,
basic needs too.
that's
He
right.
also something else amazing, and there's so many things that Danny does for the community, for the state, for the children, for men who are out on parole. First and foremost, we went as a state of Alabama, and we're going to go over this too, but our parole board, they are paroling only 12%.
12%.
FYI, it went from in the 90s to 12%. 12%. Okay, so there's your overcrowding. If they've done 85, there's guidelines. If they've done 85% of their time and they check off on these guidelines that they can do this worksheet to get them, if they are eligible for parole but no, they don't even look at it that way. They don't even use the skills. So we're going to go over that. But Danny also teaches classes to those that are on parole that have gotten out. They've done all their time pretty much, and they've gotten out not on parole, but they've been put on parole.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
Danny teaches those
Yep.
classes to those men.
It's
Yes, ma'am.
amazing, Danny, because you could walk away. You could have
Thank
said, I'm
Yeah,
free, I'm walking
easy
away.
peasy. Easy
It's
peasy.
thank
mad respect for you.
thank you so much.
And
Thank you
to
so much.
speak up
Thank
to
y'all.
about the men, thank you. But to speak up about the men that are still in this and the women, um, we're looking at modern day slavery right now. No question asked.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at
Absolutely, we are.
your constitutional civil rights. They're non-existent in the state of Alabama. They don't even get the basic needs to survive. And when y'all see what's inside those prisons, and Danny keeps getting even more proof. So don't think that it's not going to stop, or it stopped with. And the Alabama Solution documentary got me fired up. So I'm so thankful for them. But we're going beyond. We're going beyond with what they could not tell or show.
Mm-hmm. That's
We're
right.
showing,
That's right.
and we owe it to Danny. So because of his
Thank y'all.
bravery and his willingness and his heroism. I mean, I
Thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much.
So
Thank you so much.
we're gonna record an episode 2 in the next couple of days, and it's gonna start where Danny enters the prison system, pretty much, and
Yes,
lead it up, and then just get ready because we aren't stopping.
that's
And thank
right.
you for being patient with us as we recorded our first podcast episode. So thank y'all. Thank y'all so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
And
Thank-
we will see you guys in a couple of days. Thank
Yes.
y'all.
Yeah.
God bless.
Good job, guys.
Beyond the Crimson Wire is brought to you by the Body Count Network. For links to our valued sponsors and show notes, visit the Body Count Network on YouTube. The Body Count exists to empower those who are invested in the pursuit of justice, because every number has a name, and everyone counts.